From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, stormy conditions on the way very late tonight through tomorrow morning. The threat of flooding rainfall mainly just north and west of Acadiana. Severe weather threat to the northwest of Acadiana for now, but that may spread eastward overnight tonight, where I do expect at least a marginal to slight risk of severe storms. More on that in just a little bit. First off, though, big picture across the state, and you can see the rain and storms from southeastern Texas into the western and central and northern part of the state, and severe weather ongoing right now. Taking a look at the bigger picture across the state, again, we have the tornado watch here. A couple of warnings, more on that in just a bit. So we have the tornado watch in effect till 9 o'clock tonight. We might see watches get expanded farther to the east, but the storm dynamics, at least locally, have been on the weakening side. And then farther to the north right now, we have two tornado warnings, one that goes into Mississippi, another one that's just north of Natchez that goes into Mississippi as well. These both in effect till 7 o'clock tonight, and a closer look at why those storms are so bad right now. And a flash flood watch for the same parishes in Acadiana that are under the tornado watch. That includes Avoyelles, Rapides, Evangeline, Allen, Calcasieu, Beauregard, Vernon parishes as well. Western Cameron Parish also in the flood watch, where weather surface is going with 2 to 5 inches of rainfall. Isolated spots 7 inches, and that's mainly going to be in this area. So that's the way it's looked all along. And as we take a look at the big picture with all the regional Doppler radars going on, some very intense activity northeast of Houston now, eastern Texas into central Louisiana. You can see where the lightning is really cooking. That's where we have our severe storms going this afternoon. And looking at the storm tracks, we've had some rotation on these storms. These are Doppler indicated rotations. You got to see several scans where that rotation is present before maybe a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning may be issued. And as we look at the radar in motion, you can see the storms making progress eastward, but a little bit of a gust front here. I think the storms reach just to about here, northwestern sections of Acadiana, and then kind of fall apart with more activity redeveloping back to the west with time. Heaviest activity near DeQuincy, Maryville, up through Fort Polk as we go through Beauregard, Vernon parishes, and then watch some of these cells off to the north and east. And this is why we have tornado watches. You can see that rotating cell, boom, and there's the tornado warning rather, and this cell right here, it showed rotation all along. You can see the intense lightning activity, so either damaging winds or an isolated tornado up there as well. So here's our predictive radar showing the showers and storms working their way southeastward through 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to see some showers through midnight in Lafayette, but the big action doesn't reach the northwestern sections of Acadiana until after, shortly before to after midnight. Lafayette around 3, 4 in the morning, and then as we go through the morning hours, rain and storms. And notice there's a little bit of a resurgence of activity during the morning hours, so there might be a severe weather threat overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. More on that in just a bit. Futurecast indicating much the same with the strongest storms wee morning hours of Thursday through daybreak, and then as we head closer to lunchtime, things begin to quiet down, and then we might see sunshine by the latter part of tomorrow afternoon. So that is the good news. Rainfall totals, most of us seeing 1 to 2 inches, no more. Isolated spots a little bit more, but again, the big trouble areas, Eunice, Marksville on northwestward, where 3 to 5, isolated 7 to 8 could be possible. Severe weather threat through tonight, mainly northwestern sections of Acadiana, Lafayette in a marginal risk, and then we go into tomorrow still in a marginal risk with maybe that resurgence of severe weather threats developing mainly from St. Mary Parish on eastward. So we're going to have to watch these storms closely, especially from about 10 o'clock tonight till about 1 or 2 tomorrow afternoon. So breezy and mild most of the night for Lafayette. Storms moving in late, some possibly severe. We'll say 1 to 2 inches possible. Rain chances up to 90% by morning. 100% early tomorrow with rain and storms likely, but some clearing for the afternoon hours. 77 to 78 the high, depending on when the sun comes out. Good looking weather for for Good Friday into the Easter weekend through at least Monday. But it looks like we're turning to a more wet and unsettled pattern, warm and humid conditions toward the end of next week and into the following weekend. Near term, though, got to keep an eye on things. Most of Acadiana in pretty good shape, but with the slight risk of severe weather, we got to keep an eye on that. And there could be a few trouble spots where storms could put down 2, 3, 4 inches of rain in an hour's time. And that's the type of pattern that could cause some localized street flooding at the very least. And we'll keep an eye on that.